Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about the topic of body image, and I know for a fact that no matter where you are, who you are, how old you are, where you live, where you're from, this is something that you would have thought about in your life at some point or in various points of your life. Body image. Now, I wanted to share with you guys 5 things I think every girl should know about body image, or every guy, depending on who's watching this video. There might be a few guys who watch this video. I know that the majority of you guys are girls, but there are guys who watch these videos. And hopefully this video is gonna, shed some light and also maybe remind you of some things that you already know. Because some of the stuff I'm gonna touch on, I think a lot of people know already, but sometimes we need reminders. Number 1, you don't owe anybody on this planet pretty or society's benchmark of the perfect body. So if anyone comes and tries to be offensive to you about the way that you look, the way that you carry yourself, just the way that you are, you have every right not to take on board whatever they say. You have every right to ignore it, especially if it's offensive or if it's rude. So anyone who expects you to look a certain way or act a certain way or dress a certain way, you have to just have it in the back of your mind that you owe them nothing. You don't owe any of that to them. I say the best thing to do is just ignore them. It might be very difficult, especially if you're in a working environment with people who are always very offensive about the way you look, or if you're at school and there's people who are bullying you based on the way that you look, or if you're online and you do a lot of the stuff like, blogging and YouTubing, and there are people who are being mean about the way that you look. Just have it in the back of your mind that you don't owe any of these people pretty, perfect, none of that, you don't. So you have to ignore them. You can't put your energy there, especially when your energy could be going somewhere else that could be bettering yourself. I say the only time that is really, really necessary to, respond to these people or react to these people or just in general, put energy in that direction, is only when you feel it's necessary to educate them. So if they're being ignorant, or if they don't know something, if you feel that they don't know something and you want to tell them, you want to educate them, that's the only time you really, really should, give your energy. Other than that, you should really just ignore them, because at the end of the day, you don't owe them anything. Number 2, now this one, I know for a fact that a lot of you know, and a lot of people know this already, but we are force-fed, involuntary, the images of, what the perfect body should look like, what the perfect person should look like, the perfect hair color, perfect eye shape, perfect nose shape. I could go on. We're constantly being fed by this stuff through, mainstream media, television programs, magazines, and of late through social media. So I can see a lot of this stuff happening on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're constantly being bombarded with what, society is trying to tell us that the perfect image or the perfect person should look like. And I keep trying to stress this. This stuff is so untrue, because in reality, people don't look like that. They don't. There's a lot of retouching that goes into magazine covers. All of these billboards that you see. People are normal like you and I. We have stretch marks, we have wrinkles, we have spots, we have acne, we have, pigmentation. So nobody is perfect. We all have flaws. Everybody has flaws. I, for one, I'm very hairy. I have hairy arms. I have, in some cases, a hairy face, hairy legs, and I was made fun of growing up. But the thing is, I wax now. I just get rid of the hair. I also have a very, very big head. I don't know whether you could tell, but I have a very big head. But you know what I realized? There's a very good brain in there. A very good brain in there. I used to think that my lips were very big. My teeth were very big. And I just didn't have a feminine looking face. I used to think this, but I realized, hang on a minute, nope. I kind of like my face. I like my lips. How did I overcome all these insecurities? Well, I just realized that I am me, and all of these features and all of these things and all these flaws, perfections and imperfections, they make me who I am, and I like who I am. If you have things you like about your body, celebrate them. Literally celebrate them, and pay no mind to those people who always say things like, oh, who does she think she is? I mean, who does she think she is? She's going to obviously think that she's her. Do you want her to think that she is you? Probably not. So celebrate with those people who actually celebrate, their own confidence and the things that they love about themselves. If there are things that you don't like about yourself, you've thought long and hard about this, then find a healthy way to change those. So if you want to lose a couple of pounds, find a very healthy lifestyle to stick to. Don't do those like fad dieting things where you have to go to really extremes to lose weight. No, find something that you can fit into your lifestyle already. Do exercise that's going to help your body. Things that are too vigorous sometimes can actually be harmful in the long term. So try your best, seek professional advice. You don't get body confidence by knocking another body type down. I've seen a lot when people would say things like, I don't know, for example, big girls rock, and then go on and say something horrible or mean or offensive about a naturally skinny girl. Now, everybody's born differently. Everybody has a different, metabolism. Everybody has different genes and, genetic makeup and stuff. So there's people who are born naturally thick and some people who are born naturally thin. There's some people who work towards being thin and some people who work towards being thick. So it makes no sense being offensive. Lastly, look after your mind. Be good to your mind, because you might not know this, but your mind plays a very, very big part. If you are, spending time and focusing on having good thoughts about yourself, it's gonna, trigger off good actions about yourself, and it's gonna eventually get into the point where you're gonna have confidence in your body and your image and yourself in general. Don't waste any time, thinking negatively about yourself and other people. Don't waste time stressing about the insecurities. Rather focus on the things that, you have going for you. And you just get to a point where you're just like, cool, I like myself. I like what I have to offer. I like the way I look. I might not look like society's, definition of what pretty is, or I might not have, society's definition of what the perfect body is, but that doesn't matter because I like myself. So forget all those people and all those nagging thoughts, the negative ones, put them to the side. Once again, thank you so much for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week with another one.